Hello internet, it's Chany here. I actually filmed a whole video only to realise I didn't press the record button on... Oh, well that's life. Anyways, so I'm here to tell you how it's going with Save the Children knitting campaign. I am proud to show you, ta-da! I finished my first hat. I thought like the whole ball of yarn was equivalent to one hat, but I have found out, as you can see, that that was not the case for me. I ran out of the red yarn, as you can see, and it was at the last minute as well. Like when I was finishing it up I realised like from here it's gone, but still it's not too bad. I think this is actually the first time I have finished knitting an item all by myself, and I'm very proud of it. It's okay if I touch it because I'm gonna wash it before I send it off, so it's okay. And ta-da! This is the work in progress of my second hat. As you can see, it's a lot upgraded from my first hat. I tried putting a pattern in it with 2 different colours. I think it's coming on quite nice. I still have a lot of wool left. I have this much left so far. I'm not sure if I said this in my previous video, but I have knitted before. Ever since I was really young, I've always been like artsy craftsy person. I loved arts and craft and like making things, drawing, painting. When I was about in year 1, I was actually really into cross stitching. My mum used to do it and I really got into it. Although compared to knitting, I think cross stitching is a lot simpler. You know, you just stitch crosses, little tiny crosses, and lots of them. Knitting, to put it in another sense, is creating lots of knots. You're tying these strings together. When I was, I think, in around year 7 or 8, I used to love going to charity shops and browsing around, and I saw in lots of them tons and tons of knitting needles. Just baskets full of knitting needles, like different sizes, or like rubber band together in little pairs. For some reason, looking at tons of knitting needles made me want to knit. So I bought some along with the wool and I tried to knit. My mom would start off by tying the knots and then I would go on. And I always tried to make a scarf simply because it was easy. You just knit and you don't have to worry about anything else. But I found it to be quite difficult because you would start off with say like 20 knots, and as you knit they disappear or they grow and you end up with like 25 or 23 knots and you have no idea how that happened. I had no idea how that happened, and you have to like unravel the whole thing and start over, and you know, you would like miss knots and there'll be like holes in the middle. For some reason I used to knit really tightly, and when you do that the knots become really tight and small, so it would take ages and I'll be like knitting for weeks and have like an inch. So like every now and then like I'll come back from school and my mum would have knitted the whole scarf. And that's it. This is actually my first time knitting and finishing all by myself. Well, starting even. The Save the Children website, they have how to knit like videos. It can be overwhelming, the whole knitting thing, but I found if you follow the instructions carefully and slowly, that's the key word, it's okay. It gets easier. So it's been about 2 weeks since I started my kit and I have finished one hat and I'm halfway through the second one. So I think this is going pretty well. Please leave a comment if you have bought your own knitting kit and tell me how it's going, whether it's going great or whether it's a little slow and complicated. But it's okay, it's okay. I found it quite relaxing once I get into it, and it's okay. It gets better. It gets easier. Please press like, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more videos to come. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!